big moves. Because like, look, I have to just do this. So I've literally stopped. I literally just finished the final episode of book 2, Earth. So I'm actually looking right now at book 3, Fire, chapter 1, The Awakening. Because when people say how quickly it's going to get better with each book, you're just talking. Book 1 was damn good, as you saw in my review. Book 2, it took things to the next level. Like, when you know something is good is when you're almost shouting at people when they're making decisions, And I just think that, again, guys, I don't want to spoil nothing else, but in the first book, I was like, Zuko is very monotone. Like, he's just the same, he's doing everything. Zuko, at the moment right now, has the best character arc I've seen. And what I liked about it is that in most shows, Zuko would just be like, hey man, I'm now good now. Let me now go and help the people like that. But he is still in conflict. And throughout the whole thing, I was like, Zuko, man, help this dude out, man. That's Azula. She's a bitch. She's a bitch. She's classy. She's like, yeah, she's classy. She's a bitch. She's a bitch. Yeah, she's like, she's so annoying. And for me, like, Uncle Iroh was my favorite character in this one, even more so now. Like, the guy, I love the dude. I mean, the voice acting is amazing. I think I remember him from some films. Voice acting is amazing, just as his characterization is amazing. And I remember there was one scene where I think Zuko makes he makes tea. And this tea is disgusting. And then he's like, yeah, oh yeah, real good, Mr. Zuko. And then he basically throws it away because it's like, no, that stuff is crap. But even with the 3 central characters as well, they're going even deeper now into the kind of stuff that they're doing. You see, I remember when my friend was watching this, and the Earthbender that they get, I've forgotten what her name is, who is blind. I think a blind bandit is when they actually recruit her. And the thing about this is that she is borderline annoying. She is borderline annoying. Because when I first heard, I was like, that is one annoying voice. I don't know how I can do it with that. But it's borderline. But it isn't there. So, and I think that, as we've gone through the whole thing, I sort of get her character. I sort of get her character, and she sort of fits in because she's very different from everyone. And I think she isn't perfect, and she is a bit immature, and she is very sort of like reactionary, and she's very emotive and emotional. But I think it blends well with the characterization of everyone in there. Yeah, no. This was, I think, what I like about this book and everything is they've made things more complex. And I think when you just look through the whole show, I think basically a really good segment was when your boy Ang was learning earthbending. And how, water bending, it came to me easy, but now like earthbending actually came to me a lot harder. So that's what I'm actually really looking forward to see how he does this whole fire bending thing, which is really the really aggressive, violent one. And you saw that he now had to really look in. So even if he's talented and everything, he had to look deep into himself to really come through. And I was like, man, in this teaching, like the chick was like, look, man, you're being a bit harsh with this dude. But, I was like, maybe she needed to do that in order for him to succeed, because you couldn't have the kind of very affable technique that Katara had for him in the first book. But in this book, he has to, no. But look, I'll be real with you. Like, for me, I told you, I'm not really that much of an emotional dude, man. I watch this stuff like whatever. But that's Appa stuff, man. That storyline, probably the best episode. No, 2. Tell you the 2 best episodes. The episode, first of all, the episode with Appa, I think Appa's Lost Days. That was, yeah, basically Apple's Lost. Yeah, that was a damn good episode. Because even for me as well, I was like, because I mean, see, I'm not like anti-animal. I'm not like pro-animal. But like animals, chill out. Let's just try, so this do that. But when you just saw what he went through, and the whole thing of animal cruelty and how he was treated and everything, I was like, man, it's like, damn, like I actually really care about. So, and for so much, I was like, man, just find this dude. I was like, look, man, you know where this homeboy is. Go fly this homeboy. Go link with this dude. He has to go to that flipping guru, to pretty much link him in. But I was like, look, man, find this dude, man. This guy went through some crap. He went through some crap, and there were just many times where like, oh yes, he's finally going to find him, but then they'll just miss him, and they'll only just miss him. I was like, damn it. And I don't know whether it was in this one or the other one. There was one that focused on Zuko and looked really at him. No, yeah, and I don't know which one it was. There was one Zuko. I don't know whether it was this book or the last book where you saw what happened. It might have been this book where you saw what happened with his mom. His mom leaving him, and then you now saw how his dad took over the kingdom over his gramps and everything. So you just saw the backgrounds of how his dad took over and everything, and just how he pretty much got lubricated by his sisters and so forth. But even beyond that, and I think even as well, I think there was one where it was Zuko and Aang, and where Zuko now has had to look inward, because Iro was like, no, wow, you are because you've chosen something that is against your nature. It is effing up with your flipping evil, far-bending equilibrium. So I just said, no, how they've developed Zuko and how Zuko has grown, that's some really good writing. That's some really good writing. Just from where, just even I was watching this, just from where he started in episode 1 to where he is right now, at the end of this 8th episode, I was like, man, no, this dude has really said what's up. This dude has really said what's up. This dude has really said what's up. So, no, it's been and also like, I think I love the fights. I love the fights. I love the use of the bending, the use of the different abilities. I think like the Airbender looks really cool. The Airbending just looks really, really cool. And just even that last fight, when you just saw them combining with the water bending, which now taken to the next level with the fire bending, and you now see how Zuko has taken his own abilities to the next level as well. But just even for me, I'm like, man, what a prick, man. Zuko, man, what? I mean, look how all Uncle Iroha has done for you. And for me, that's an amazing. For me, I know the 3 central characters are Sokka, Katara, and what's it called, Aang, and everything. But I am really more like that Uncle Iroha and Zuko relationship. I think it's a great relationship, because you can just see that Uncle Iroha is just he's literally like everyone's favorite uncle. He's like the dream uncle, a guy who you dream to be uncle. And Zuko is just a guy who's just dealing with a lot of self doubt. And you could see that like basically the thing is like, and I'm sure they will fully point this out, like Uncle Iroha is the father that Zuko wished he had, and Uncle Iroha is like the replacement son that he lost. So in Glorious, I know, like I think it's Marco or something that his son said, no, I see like you are my replacement son, so I'm going to treat you like a son, because yeah, you're my nephew, but based on how close we are, based on all the stuff that we've been through, a replacement son. I think what I just thought was so beautiful, because that's what their story arc is amazing. I think there was that scene where you saw them begging, and Zuko's like, I'm not gonna. And Uncle was like, man, bro, I'm gonna dance and dance. So you look, if it's gonna give us cash. So Uncle Iroha, it's so weird, because even if the Firebenders are very proud and because yeah, there's so many good scenes. Like there was when who was this dude? Yes, and I think that was an episode where Uncle Iroha was explaining all the different elements to Zuko. And then I remember because I had to rewind, and he went, so the Firebenders, they are the most ambitious and they seek power. So ambition is a huge thing of Firebenders, because they're very proud, they're very, arrogant, because, they think that they're the best, so that's why Zuko is battling with what is in his nature. But the funny thing is that Uncle Iroha is the complete opposite of that. He's the complete opposite of being arrogant, complete opposite of being this ambitious guy. complete opposite of just being this overtly aggressive guy that just wants to control, dominate to dominate. And so it's sort of because you I can almost connect with that where you stand out. You're not really with the crowd. You're sort of different. You see how everyone is a set way in your culture, but you're not really the same as everyone in that culture. You're just sort of an individual. So I can just sort of connect with that. And he embraces it. Because look, the guy this is a flipping firebender who was at a point a commander. He now owns a tea house. And for him, his proudest moment, beyond all of his victories and everything, his proudest moment was having his own tea house and being invited by the Earth King as a special guest based to basically serve tea. It's bloody amazing, man. So, no, no, look, man. Joseph, man. My Nigeria, Joseph, Nigeria, you're, look, man, this is all right. It's all right. I'll keep it up. Still not as good as One Punch Man. So One Punch Man is still the GOAT. One Punch Man is just still, and that's just on a personal level. One Punch Man to me is still the GOAT cartoon series because One Punch Man is just it's too strong. But the storytelling and writing on that thing is I think Aaron Air has or something. So it's alright. It's not, and like it's because I think every episode is about 23. Yeah, it's weird. I think they literally. I think that they time it because remember this was on Nickelodeon, so they have to time it specifically with the adverts and everything. Because I thought, oh, maybe the last episode will be like 40 minutes, but it's like, no, 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 no. This isn't like HP or something. No, this is cartoon every Saturday, whatever. 23 minutes, boom. And just the amount of story you get told and the amount of stories that you get given in 20 minutes, I just think that just shows amazing writing in how much information that they get through. So yeah, look, man, book two, book two. We should I give it tier one? Because really, I gave thing an upper tier two. Maybe a upper tier two for now. A high tier upper tier two, but it could be. I think I might give it. It's just tough. It's tough because I don't want to give it tier one because tier one I gave it to One Punch Man. So that's the thing. But look, man, Zuko, man, don't be a prick, bro. It's all about Uncle Iroh, man.